It's Tracey and Noelle. They're gonna make you LOL on 90 Day Fiancé Trash Talk.
Hello and welcome to 90 Day Fiancé Trash Talk. This is comedian Tracey Carnazzo, joined by my co-host Noelle Herzog.
Hello.
Hi, this is episode 265.
Look at that.
Happily Ever After season 8, episode 1.
Yeah, I didn't know there was 8 seasons of Happily Ever After.
Here we are. Because you know what it is? It's like, what's the difference? Just what's the difference between all of these things? It's like even we were just watching 90 Day Fiancé, straight 90 Day Fiancé. We just finished it. Nikki and Igor don't even have a K1 visa.
Right. So why are they?
Why isn't it before the 90 days? You guys are not organizing
Happily
this
Ever After. Liz and Ed aren't even married yet, but they're
not even married, and they're not even 90 Day Fiancés. It's just another girl he wanted to marry.
They don't need to be on it.
But they don't. It doesn't fit the bill.
Doesn't fit the bill. Not to me.
No, not to anyone. They had to have a visa. They had to have. It's
no,
like,
I know.
You don't have Rose is gone. Ed, let it go.
Did you see the coming attractions of Liz in her dress?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I just did a hard swallow.
I can't wait to get there.
I could wait. I could wait a long time, actually.
My hair is wet, in case anybody's wondering
also wet.
why I look like this.
We showered so that we didn't smell for the podcast.
I couldn't have smelling for the podcast. Smell-o-vision.
No, I know. We have. If you guys scratch the screen, you could sniff us.
If this light moves.
Yeah.
When I recorded Recycled with Michael last week, and it was like, I don't remember what time, but it was this time of day. This moved over right to my face. He's like, "Are you okay?"
Oh wow, we're gonna have to get you some blackout curtains, my friend.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'll close the curtains. These are not blackout curtains, but you would think they would do the job.
They're not doing the job.
No.
They're not really doing much of anything.
No.
If you guys want to see us, go over to YouTube, subscribe to our channel at Trash Talk Podcasts. And also, if you want to listen to Noelle's new podcast, Recycled with Noelle and Michael, which is covering Real Housewives of New Jersey season 2, and also some bonus things as well. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. Go over to patreon.com/Trash Talk Podcast, where you will also find our other podcast, So Pumped, a Vanderpump Rules podcast, and Macaroni Rascals, a Jersey Shore podcast.
Look at that. Tell a friend.
Our favorite podcast, BS.
Oh,
is over there
BS.
as well.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I was sitting here thinking about how we went from one night. I was truly thinking about this. We went from 190 day to this one with the same exact people. That's what I was going to say.
It's like we don't get a break.
Yeah.
So we just don't get a break.
It's just weird because sure, there's a couple of new people on here, but it's basically the same. It's like Rob and Sophie, Manuel and Ashley. We just saw them.
Guys, give it a rest. Well, we're going to jump into the pool today with Kobe and Emily. We haven't seen them in a little while, so it was a little refreshing.
So we haven't seen them in a little while. I really like Kobe. We were talking about this in Food Emporium yesterday.
We were.
I was like, I really like Kobe. I think he's nice.
Yeah. Emily's really pretty. They have 25 more children since the last time we saw them. What are you doing?
So she just had a baby yesterday.
Yes.
Atom.
Right.
ATEM.
Right.
I don't know. Adam. But it's like, you're never going to leave the basement.
No, you're going to be in the basement forever. I hope you like it.
I hope you. It's a big ass basement though.
Yeah, it's like the barracks of Emily's mother's house.
Well,
it's the underbelly.
What I wanted to ask you was, I couldn't remember when we saw Emily and Kobe.
Yes.
Did she have siblings living with them too, or no? I cannot remember for the life of me.
I don't know if they were living with them, but I think she had a sister, right?
I don't know.
Did I make that up? There's no way to know. You know how you can tell us? Right down there in the comments, or go to the group 90 Day Fiancé Trash Talk Podcast on Facebook.
And that's where you can tell us.
Or you can follow us on Instagram at 90 Day Podcast or Tinder. Wow. Twitter.
Trash Talk Podcast.
90 Day Podcast. TikTok.
Sorry. It's a lot. It's a lot to keep up with, guys.
Can we call Twitter X? I don't call it that. That's weird.
So I don't call it X either. And I have to tell you, I forget about it a lot because in my phone,
it says
it's
X.
all the way at the end because everything's in alphabetical
bring it to the front.
I'm never on the last page.
Well, go to the last page. So they live with her parents in Kansas, and they have a 2 and a 4-year-old. Right. And they're gonna engage in some activities in our opening scene. Why?
I guess because they were saying last season, I think that they said they weren't having sex anymore.
Okay. And then she
Engaged in
says her
activities.
mother's like, dinner's ready.
Right. So your kids were upstairs with your mom. You're
Uh-huh.
complaining about living with your parents, but they were
Right.
upstairs with your mom and they were fed already.
They were already fed.
They're already fed.
Right.
And you're complaining about living with your parents.
Yes. And what
Okay.
did you write down what she said to Kobe?
Then mom calls for dinner.
Yeah.
They
And
make out
she
on the
said and
bed.
she said, put your boner away.
Oh yeah, she did say put your butter away. But also she was like, as she's doing it, she's getting dressed, like tucking her boobs back
Yeah.
in. It's like, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
What are you doing? This is lame. This isn't real. This is
isn't
not real.
This is not
Yes.
real.
Mhm.
Okay. It is Olive Garden night.
You said that, and now that you said that, you're 100%
Of
on
course.
the market.
So you start off, right? The kids
Mhm.
have breadsticks.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, that's an Olive Garden like breadstick. Then I'm
Yes.
like, oh, there's a salad. I'm like, that's an Olive Garden like salad. And then I'm like,
Mhm.
fettuccine Alfredo. What is this?
I mean, it's not a bad dinner.
It's not a bad dinner. Did you use a jar of Alfredo sauce? Because if so, I'm out.
Of course they did.
I
You
can't.
think they made Alfredo sauce?
I mean, I guess not.
No, I don't think they made it. I think it's a jar, which is going to give me heartburn all night.
That's what
so
I'm
it's
saying.
not
What are we
for me.
doing?
Yeah.
Now, also, did you get the original salad dressing or is this just a salad?
I bet they got the original salad dressing.
I hope they did.
I wonder where you get those breadsticks, like that shape of breadstick.
The grocery store.
I mean, I see Texas toast a lot, but I don't really
Yeah.
see that shape.
They're not frozen per se. You could probably get them in like the bread area.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Like along with the Cheesecake Factory bread, which is slaps. That bread is so good.
The brown oat bread.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
Well, R.I.P. I can't have bread anymore.
I can. So I'll eat it.
Well, 2 years. It took them 2 years to get him here.
So it took them 2 years to get him here because they basically met. She got pregnant 1 second later.
Sure.
They met in China and he was there
Yes.
modeling and she was there visiting.
Oh, how the mighty have fallen.
Right. So now she got pregnant. She came here and then I think COVID is what happened.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So now they show the flashback of him meeting Coben for the first time.
I can't. I'm crying. I'm full crying. I'm like
No,
ugly
I
crying.
know.
Because he is crying. It's the sweetest thing ever. Also, Kobe, shave your head again. Shave your head again.
Shave your head
But
again.
like he was so emotional. It was the sweetest thing ever. The parents are crying. I'm crying. Very sweet.
You were in
Yeah.
that. I saw you in that video.
I was there. I was like,
No, I saw you.
so cute.
It was very cute when you were crying.
Mhm.
So he said that Emily's very bossy.
But here's the thing. We've known this. Is this going to be the whole season? Is just about her bossiness?
Yes.
Yeah, it's annoying.
Also, they've been married for 2 years. So they've been married since he got
That's
here.
crazy. I can't believe it's been 2 years since they've
Well, I mean,
been
they had
on the
another
show.
whole child.
Scarlett.
They had another whole child. Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
And then another whole child.
At
So Kobe works now. And
Right.
she's a stay-at-home mom.
Right. She's
And
not
they're
a
saving to move.
part-time nanny anymore.
Okay. But they're saving to move out. So do you
Uh-huh.
think you should get a job? I don't know.
Oh, she's never gonna get a job. That's just not
Okay.
who she is.
All right. So they're going to go see his family with her parents. And there's going to be 23 hours of travel
Okay, that sounds like a nightmare, but I
with 2
bet
kids.
they're gonna have such a good time there. Because her
Sure.
parents, they seem very fun. They seem to really accept him. I think that they'll
Right.
have a good time.
So after they fly all the way to Africa, they have to drive to his hometown.
Right. And they have to drive 3 hours to the airport from their house.
Right. And then they have to fly from their house to Detroit.
And then fly to Paris.
And then fly to Africa.
Right.
And then
then
drive.
drive.
I mean,
That's
could we break this
crazy.
up a little bit?
Yeah,
maybe?
I would be like, Mom and Dad, you have to come here.
What do you mean? Come here? Oh, his parents.
Yeah, come
Yeah.
here.
I don't know if
Mhm.
they can.
Or can we meet somewhere? Like something to make this a little easier.
Yeah, but also stay in Paris and then fly, like break up
Stay
the
in
travel.
Paris for a few days, right?
Just saying. All right.
Mhm.
So there's a civil war in Cameroon. And what happens is they burn down the shops that open on Mondays because you're not supposed to open on Mondays because it's like, you know,
That's so scary.
something about the government.
Yep.
So they're broken into the French speaking and the English speaking.
Right.
And he wants her to really just be a little bit less American.
I mean, this is what we hear on every episode. Yeah, on every season of every episode, Igor's telling Nikki, be less masculine.
Right.
And that it's always be less something.
Yes. So they're
Yeah,
packing.
which is rude.
Right. They're packing and
Okay, so they're
is
packing, and the way that they're packing is very smart for a kid.
yes.
She took like a shoe rack, and she took like all of her daughter's outfits, and she put them in each compartment in the shoe rack. And I'm like, that's pretty genius. And then you just roll it up and put it in the suitcase. That's pretty smart.
I liked it.
Yeah, that's very Pinterest of her. Good for her.
But also, you're doing it the night before.
Well, because that's who she is. Even though she doesn't have a job, even
She's
though
like,
her
we'll
parents
sleep on
feed
the
her
plane.
kids,
You'll sleep on the plane. You have 2 children to watch on the plane.
you won't sleep on the plane.
You'll sleep on the plane.
Yeah, no, you won't.
Oh, what a nightmare. So, these kids are very cute though.
Okay, when they're in the car and Coben's like, I'm gonna hug, like they were talking about his
seeing
parents.
his
He's like, I'm gonna hug him.
Yeah. They're very, very, very cute.
They're so cute.
Okay. Have you ever in your life seen so much luggage for a 2-week trip?
What the hell is this? Okay, realistically, Tracey is going to Africa. How much luggage would you bring?
Okay, so here's the thing. I don't have 2 kids.
No, I'm saying just for Tracey.
Just me?
Yeah.
I mean, I would like to bring a carry-on and a piece of luggage.
Me too. Like a big piece of luggage and a carry-on.
Right, because
but like even
so
her parents had like 5 bags.
No, I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just, I feel like there is a little bit too much, maybe.
Yeah.
And then even the kid, you saw him, they put a giant backpack on him.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like, what are you bringing? What do you need with you? It's weird.
I don't know. But not everyone has a ton of time to cook, Noelle.
Oh, no kidding.
Really. Not everyone could do Olive Garden night every single night.
I wish I could.
Well, we all dread the what should we have for dinner question. And I know I do. And all to inevitably order takeout.
Yeah. And I call you every night. What are you eating for dinner? What should I make for dinner?
Well, takeout is the easier option, but it's never really satisfying. And I always end up spending too much money on fast food. So if you'd rather enjoy a home cooked meal without the stress of planning ahead, Home Chef makes it really easy and saves you money.
Yeah, that's what I need.
Home Chef provides fresh ingredients and chef-designed recipes conveniently delivered to your doorstep to simplify your cooking experience. Whether you prefer classic meal kits with pre-portioned ingredients and easy instructions, speedy recipes ready in less than 30 minutes, oven-ready kits with pre-chopped ingredients, or quick microwave meals that assemble in minutes, Home Chef has you and the entire family covered for delicious meals without the hassle.
Love that. I need that.
You do. Home Chef has over 30 options a week and serves a variety of dietary needs, so you don't have to worry about what to make ahead of time. Not only is it convenient, but it's economical too. Home Chef customers save an average of $86 a month on groceries.
Wow.
It even has a delicious kid-friendly family menu with 18 new options each week.
I'll probably be eating that too.
Well, it's picky eater approved, and it takes the stress out of dinner time. For a limited time, Home Chef is offering our listeners 18 free meals plus free dessert for life. And of course, free shipping on your first box. Go to homechef.com/fiance. That's homechef.com/fiance for 18 free meals and free dessert for life.
I want free desserts for life.
You heard that right. Homechef.com/fiance. You must be an active subscriber to receive free dessert. And as always, it's going to be right down there.
Show notes.
In the show notes. All right. So let's move on to Sophie and Rob.
Sure.
Okay. I have the most notes on them.
I have the most notes on them too.
Okay, good. So Sophie moved into her friend's house in Austin. Kay.
Okay. So here's my question.
Yeah.
Who is Kay?
Here's her friend.
Right. But didn't she only have one friend and that friend was in California?
Yeah. But now she made friends in Austin because they moved to Austin.
And that's her best friend.
I mean, when you have no other options, your one friend is your best friend. Yeah.
People are like, Kay is more than her friend. But who knows?
So you had said a long time ago, you were like, oh, I saw Sophie do a Q&A on Instagram.
And what happened?
And
I've seen so many Q&As.
Okay. So she said something about like, I can't believe I wore that wig on TV.
Yes.
Okay. But you did it again. It's the same one. It's just dyed.
It's so much lighter.
Right. There's no shadow root.
Yeah. It's so bad. Like,
okay, it is white and yellow.
So it's white and yellow. Okay. I thought that was just me because there was like yellow highlights in it. I posted a picture of her look in our group and I wrote, what the hell is this?
Mm-hmm. So what happened? I guess she wasn't really upset that She wore that.
I don't know. Well, now that she has, but also at the tell-all, she had dark hair,
Mhm.
and now she has dark hair. So she went blonde, dark, yellow, white, blonde.
But that's a wig.
Right.
But was the wig? I
don't think
don't
the
know what's
brown was a wig.
happening.
I don't know. I would. This is why I need to have a one-on-one Q&A with her.
You do just a Noelle and Sophie Q&A.
Yes.
More AAA.
Yes.
Okay. So they show the picture. So now we're going down memory lane. They
Right.
show the picture that Rob saw when he first saw her picture on social media.
Tracey, what is this? Okay.
I don't know. I mean, that's not her. I mean, it's her, but she's photoshopped. Like
this, she's photoshopped as in like made like her eyes like cartoonishly
right. Like it's like a
big.
BBL filter.
Yes, but it's like all this side tit, all this BBL, giant eyeballs. It's the weirdest thing.
I don't know. So
Yeah. You and I actually called each other to talk about this because we're like,
we
what
did.
the hell was that? And we
What
never
was
talk
that?
about the show.
We try not to.
Yeah.
They really bonded because they both love animals.
Yeah, but he likes weird creatures, according to her.
Okay, but also she said that she came up with the idea for the K1 visa. So you proposed to yourself.
Yeah. You were like, Sophie, will you marry Sophie? Yes, I will.
All right. So Rob's at the batting cages and he said that she grew up super rich. Where?
Okay, if she was rich, that wouldn't be her hair. It just wouldn't.
Just saying.
Yeah.
So that he got 6 tarantulas. And then 6 months later she moved out. Do you think there is a correlation?
Yeah, I think I would have been like, I can't sleep with these freaking creepy crawlers in this house. Get me out of here.
He hasn't seen her in 2 months and he was talking to many girls apparently. Now, here's the thing. I don't know what's going on here.
Well, they're not very clear about it. Sophie, okay, he said something like Sophie, he did a factory reset
on her phone. Right.
But what? And then she realized that he was talking to more girls than she thought. But now, was he currently talking to them?
Right. Or was this an old talking? And also, if you're responding to a DM like, oh, thanks so much for, whatever.
Right.
Is that talking to girls? What do you mean?
I think that girls reach out to him. He's, I mean, good looking.
Right.
So I'm sure girls reach out to him, but I don't think he would. I don't know. Was he talking? Was he like newly talking to girls?
Right. Or was he like, oh, they were like, hey, Rob, you're really cute. He's like, thanks so much.
Right. Well, or was it like fans of the show since last season?
I don't know.
Yeah, she's not clear about it.
Well, he hates Kay.
Of course he. Okay, this triggered me.
Yeah, of course.
Every girl has had a boyfriend who's been a total douchebag, jerk, toxic animal. Yes. A girl has a best friend who's like, your boyfriend's a douchebag. Your boyfriend's hitting
she's ruining
her
relationship.
And then the guy goes, she's ruining our relationship. I don't want you hanging out with her anymore. She's a bad influence. I hate her so much. This is the for real story of my dating history.
But that's everyone.
This is the story of everyone's dating history. Yeah. And it's like, yeah, of course you don't like her, Rob, because she doesn't like you because she's got your number.
Exactly. So he's wondering if she's in a relationship with this girl because I don't know if you know, but Sophie is bi.
So that means she has to sleep with every woman she meets?
Yes.
Stupid. How ignorant.
Rob is so mad.
He's so nasty. And you know what? You guys should just see the stuff that I post on our stories on 90 Day that I sent to Tracey about Rob's butthole. Yeah. Because it's like Rob has so much to say about Sophie being bi, but you know what? He's bi on his OnlyFans. So.
Oh boy. All right. So we meet her mother's boyfriend, John, in Texas. So she has a boyfriend in Austin, Texas, just randomly.
Well, I think that she was probably visiting Sophie there.
And met
and
a
then
guy.
She was on Tinder because she lives in Mexico.
Sure.
Yeah. Right.
Okay. She's like, oh yeah, this is Pachisi. And he's like, it's Bachi?
I mean, she kept saying, Pachisi. And I'm like, what is this woman talking about?
I don't know. Maybe that's like Bachi in Mexico, England.
Maybe Mexico, England. Yum. They have great cuisine.
In Lexico. All right. She's playing with her bag across her. You couldn't put your bag down?
No.
What is wrong with John?
Okay. So
he's sad. He's high. What is it?
He's a slow talker, a slow mover,
a slow eye opener,
which makes me think that there's something inside of him that's slowing him down. A substance, if you will.
Or just something inside of him like his brain.
It might be his brain, might be a traumatic brain injury, but I'm thinking Maybe they were hanging out in the car for like an hour beforehand.
Waiting for Sophie to get to the Pachisi
Right.
court.
Like there's something off
There's
here.
something going on. Her mother hates Rob. Says she brings up again, Rob the knob, Rob the
Right.
knob. And Sophie's like, actually, I would like to get back with Rob.
Yeah, of course she would. Sophie's like brainwashed really badly.
Do you think that this causes his mother's her mother's jaw problems? Do you think it's the
What's her jaw problem exactly, do you think?
it's unhinged?
Okay, you think it just flops around?
Uh-huh.
Do you think that she has the opposite problem of her boyfriend? One goes one way, one goes the other way.
Maybe?
One like, Ma, you want
Maybe.
uppers? You know, you've ever
You
seen
think she does?
Requiem for
Yeah.
a Dream?
I mean, she's doing something because her jaw is flopping. I don't think it's connected to the top of her. I think the
Her
bottom's not connected to the top.
his eyes are flopping and
Right.
her jaw is flopping.
Yeah.
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 They're
Something's
they're
happening.
on they're on they're on battling drugs. They're on dueling drugs, I would say.
So we find out as I realize this, we find out that her mother was an addict when she was younger and her dad was not around. What? But I
Yeah,
thought she grew up
but
super rich.
it's so weird that they never brought this up before, too.
But she grew up super rich.
I mean, I guess you could be rich and be an addict at the same time. I
guess.
don't know. Yeah,
Well-
again, I wish they were a little more clear.
Well, I think that this has a lot to do with the fact that she just wants the slightest chance that Rob will change and she'll get back with him. That's what she said.
Right. And she said that basically she grew up in a not safe place. So she really wants to have a safe place. And it's like,
Okay.
I don't think you're going to find that with Rob, honey.
Yeah, I think that you're barking
Yeah.
up the wrong tree.
Yeah.
So they're gonna meet up at the selfie galleries.
Is this a place? Is this a
Okay,
thing?
so this is like one of those Instagram attractions. We have the Museum of Ice Cream in New York City.
Oh, okay.
This is not exactly an activity or event that I think you should be alone meeting. Like, just go to coffee. What are we doing?
Right. So you guys are going to meet up to take pictures?
To take pictures? You haven't seen each other in 2 months and you
It's
don't know
so
if you're gonna get
weird.
divorced.
And she feels guilty about not seeing him for 2 months.
Well, she doesn't want to get divorced and she ugly cries about it.
I know that was sad because I feel like that
was
so
real.
out of nowhere. It couldn't have been fake. Right.
Okay, so she wears like this outfit to meet up with him.
The 2-piece outfit.
Right. And her boobs are smushed into it,
Yeah.
but not in a
Sexy way.
right. Just
In
in a
a
too
that
tight
doesn't
way.
fit you way.
Right.
Way.
And he's
right.
like, wow, you really perked them up for me, or whatever he said.
Yuck.
Yeah.
The thing about Rob is, which is like, he's so good looking. If he just had a little bit of a better personality, it would
Mhm.
just all wrap together so much better.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit of a better personality, a little bit less of an underbite, and like everything would be great here.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
don't know what's happening here.
Yeah, me
So
neither.
he said that she makes him so nervous and they take selfies.
I mean, like in a telephone booth.
Yeah. Oh, this is fun. You know what I
Yeah,
want to
it's
do right
fun.
before I get divorced?
Right.
I don't know, maybe some pictures. Maybe
Yeah,
some
I want to
photo
take
ops.
pictures on things that people were breathing into before me.
Well,
too.
also that.
Yeah.
So he was like, you know what I have? Your engagement ring. And she's like, oh my God, I thought I lost it. It's like, no, he stole it back from her.
Yeah, of course he did. This is what guys do.
Yes.
Mhm.
All right. So he also doesn't have his ring on.
Okay, but like, who cares? Why are we doing this?
I don't know, but she is annoyed. She just remembered that he was online cheating on her.
She just remembered.
Mm-hmm. She's annoyed and she leaves.
But like nothing happened here. He was trying to victimize himself, which is really annoying.
I mean, that's his favorite.
But what are you guys doing? You
What are you
didn't want
doing?
to like Rob was only like 5% sure he even wanted to marry her. So why get married? Why?
Why are you getting married?
I guess to see if they'll be on another season. It worked.
It definitely worked.
Yeah, I don't know.
This message is sponsored by Greenlight. When you're a parent, you'll have your fair share of big talks with your kids. One of those big talks should involve money, and Greenlight can help with that. Noelle, I've had a lot of talks with you about money.
I mean, all the time.
I'm trying to help you be a little bit more responsible.
I will admit I'm not that responsible, but you are helping.
I am. Greenlight is a debit card and money app made for families. You can send your kids instant money transfers, get real-time notifications of spending, manage chores, and automate allowance. You could set up reoccurring or one-time chores, customized to your family's needs, and connect them with allowance to reward kids for a job well done. Noelle,
Mm-hmm.
when we were younger, we didn't
Mhm.
really get any kind of allowance.
No, not at all. But I probably would have done more in my house.
Right. Because now that I got you a green light debit card, you have been doing a lot more in life.
I am. I'm doing so much more.
This is a really, really good way to keep your household organized and to teach kids and Noelle to
Mhm.
connect hard work with financial independence.
And you know what, Tracy? It's working.
It is working. Meanwhile, your kids can build financial literacy and independence by learning to earn, save, and spend wisely. The Greenlight app also comes with an in-app financial literacy game, Level Up, that helps kids build money confidence through videos, bite-sized challenges, mini games, and more. More than 6 million parents and kids, and Tracy and Noelle,
Mhm.
use Greenlight to learn how to make responsible financial choices. So stop putting off that money talk and start putting your kids on the right path. Sign up for Greenlight today and get your first month free at greenlight.com/fiance. That's greenlight.com/fiance and try Greenlight for free. Greenlight.com/fiance. Well,
Weird.
speaking of another season, let's talk about Nicole and Mahmoud.
Oh, Tracy. Oh, Tracy.
Okay, so she's secondhand shopping in LA for PJs for him because he wears street clothes to bed.
He wore a wool sweater and jeans to bed.
Okay, and scratched her all up.
Tracy would put him on a psychiatric hold.
Yeah, I
If I was at your house and I was like, I'm going to come to sleep in jeans, you'd be like, hello, 911. My
Yeah.
emergency is Noelle is sleeping in jeans.
Yeah, it's like, why
Yes.
why don't you love yourself enough to get comfortable?
What's funny is I was actually very recently reading on Reddit and it was like an unpopular opinion post. And so many people were like, I love to sleep in jeans. Isn't that weird? I thought of you. I'm like, Tracy would be
I don't even like to
bleeding.
be alive in jeans.
So many people were like, I don't see the problem. I like wearing jeans.
Okay, let me tell you, let me remind Noelle of something too. You
Okay.
used to lounge in jeans.
I have to tell you, I still do a lot of the
that's
time.
a problem.
Well, during COVID, I felt like I would have a nervous breakdown if I didn't get up every day and put
Way before
jeans
COVID.
on. But yeah, I am a jeans lounger. I wore jeans like 3 days ago. I was in the house, I was cooking and cleaning, and I thought of you. I'm like, Tracy would be like, what is wrong with you?
Yeah,
You
what's
are
wrong with you?
mental.
Yeah.
No, I am a jeans girl.
Yeah. I just sleep in a corset.
Yeah. Listen, I'm a
I
jeans
sleep
girl.
laced up. in a
Sometimes
corset.
I sleep in a bra most of the time. I like things that are very tight.
And
I like to
comfortable.
feel constricted.
Okay. Listen, I understand that. That's why you should be swaddled at night, but not
No,
stabbed by an underwire.
But see, underwires don't bother me.
Okay.
They really do not bother me. I have to tell you, I have trained myself. I have worn
To put
underwire.
up with stabbing
I've worn
knife
underwire since I'm 10 years old. I've
stains.
just
Wow.
listen. I grew early. What do you want me to tell you?
10-year-old Noelle in her push-up bra.
Yeah, that's right. I like an
Oh, God.
underwire.
All right, well, let me tell you something. I'm glad you like an underwire, but Mahmoud is going to be getting 12 pairs of secondhand boxers.
Why do you have to thrift boxers?
Why can't
Go
you
to Costco. They have great pajamas.
You can go to Costco, you can go to Target, you could go to Macy's, you can go at literally almost anywhere.
Walmart.
You could probably go anywhere else.
Truly, you can go to any department store.
You should get him a pack of Hanes white
Go to
t-shirts.
Marshall's. Right.
Yeah.
Go get him a pack of Hanes white t-shirts and a pack of boxers.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yep.
There you go. Well, also if he maybe you need to get him like comfy, like warm pajamas because he seemed like he was a little bit cold. That's why he was wearing a wool sweater and jeans. Maybe you froze him out.
But also, you know that those whatever she got him was very expensive.
Yeah.
Because the guy's like, oh, I haven't had a chance to steam the other ones yet.
Oh God.
And it's like, oh, we are not at Salvation Army, honey.
Definitely
We are not.
No. This is a fancy thrift store.
Yes.
He said that he is so dreamy.
Do you like her red hair?
I like her red hair. I don't like her shorter cut.
Okay, so everyone is saying that the shorter cut is a wig. Like everyone in the world is saying that the shorter cut in the confessional is a wig.
So you would have almost the same hair?
Yes.
Like a couple inches shorter.
Listen,
in a wig?
I don't know why.
Okay.
I like the red when they do the flashbacks of her when she first met him. She had red and it was like a bob, but like wavy. It was
Yeah.
so cute.
But here's the thing. I get her aesthetic.
Yeah, she's cute.
She's super cute. It's like she likes
It's
fashion. She likes
her.
it's her
Yeah.
style.
Yeah.
So they hung out one time and then
Mhm.
he proposed to her.
Yeah. And then she was back there like 2 weeks later.
Right.
Wild.
She cannot live in Egypt. She cannot. And then we go back to the scene with her in her burkini.
This poor girl, she looked broken.
But yeah.
She also thinks that if she's not in Egypt, she can wear whatever she wants. She thinks that's the problem.
Well, it is some of the problem.
Right.
It is some of the problem. So she
But
said,
it's not all of the problem.
quote, we have to make this work.
Why?
You don't.
Why do you have to make this work?
Well, he's super sad to leave. He's crying with his mom.
Oh, this is sad.
Okay. He's so sad to leave his family and friends because he's not going to know anyone there. Yeah, just like her not knowing anyone.
Right. Yeah, but I think he thinks because he like lives with his family, like
Right.
5 nieces and nephews, whatever. There's a lot more people there.
Right. But whatever.
He's also a lot more sheltered than she is, though.
Yes.
Because remember,
Yes.
like his brother went to China once and drank, and he was like about to narc him out.
He was like 911.
That was a sin. And his brother's like, drinking was fun. I don't know. Like, it was like he really flipped out. I'll never forget that.
911. This is Mahmoud. China 911.
Oh.
I don't know who to call. Anyway, my brother had a sip of alcohol. It was 10 years ago.
But I want him in trouble for that now. I wanted to pay for that.
Okay. I don't know how to get to Allah, but I need him to know. She's making him a sign to pick him up from the airport.
And she speaks just like him. It's like, hello, Mahmoud, my love. She writes on it or whatever. It was so weird.
And it's orange and baby blue, just like her outfit.
Okay. Her two-piece outfit was very cute.
She's cute.
But he's not going to like it.
She's
know
like,
it. You have a Wilma Flintstone shirt on. It's like one arm is out. He's not going to like it.
She doesn't care.
But that's the thing. She thinks so because they're in America. It's fine.
Okay, but it is fine. And if he doesn't like it, he can go back and she's here and she doesn't care. That's really what it is.
Yeah, that's true.
Ashley and Manuel, have you ever seen a more scripted scene in your whole life?
Oh, this spin class? Tracey, what the hell is this?
I don't know, but
she is not a spin instructor. Or maybe she is. But if she is, I'm never
that was not
going
a real
to that class.
That was not a real class.
No.
So they have a pretend spin class and Manuel's there. Is he wearing jeans? I can't tell.
And he's dying too. He cannot breathe.
Okay, but it's like, this is not real. These are paid actresses that are in this class. They're all like looking the same way. All right, so they've been married a year and she's a spin instructor and he really likes her commanding voice.
But her main occupation is witch.
Okay, I want to know where she witches.
Her main occupation is witch. Her secondary, her major is witching.
And what is she minoring in?
And she minors in spin class instructor. But like, come on. I might not be a spin expert,
right?
But I know that this is not real.
Well, that class was very realistic.
Is that what it's like? Because I've never.
You have your husband in the back in jeans, and then you have everyone else that's hired. You hire a whole bunch. So they met 10 years ago. She was in college in Ecuador.
Right.
I don't think I remembered that.
No, me neither. I thought that she was like backpacking or something.
That's what it sounded like. So, okay. She is at a fair with her family.
Yeah. I wrote, they're at a fair and he's lonely. So she's bringing him to hang out with her family more.
Okay. So she hasn't met his kids yet.
Right. But they also weren't together for straight 10 years.
Sure. And also, they're not in Ecuador.
Right. Yeah, I think she was only in Ecuador with him like once or twice.
Okay. So how would you like to meet his children?
Right.
I like her purple eyeshadow.
So, okay. So her confessional makeup looks so good.
So good.
Her skin is like flawless. Yeah.
So good. And she really wants him to open up.
Okay. This is a continuation of 90 Day Fiancé that we just watched.
Correct.
Same storyline.
Yeah. I don't care.
I don't care. That's the problem. I don't care. I'm not invested.
I don't care.
I'm more invested in Sophie.
Speaking of not caring, let's talk about Gino and Jasmine.
I don't care. You know what I don't care for? Her fucking bikini top is what I don't care
Okay,
for.
well, this is an American flag bikini. They're on a little boat. What do you call this thing? Is this like a catamaran?
Oh, maybe a catamaran? Okay.
You like that? A maroon?
Sure.
That's a purple catamaran.
Yeah, I think it's a catamaran.
Well, that was a catamaran. No,
It's a
that's
catamaran.
if you're in Africa, it's a catamaran because
Oh,
if you're by Kobe and Emily.
okay.
All right, so they're on
Good.
this lake, and she is dressed like Air Force Amy.
Yeah, what? It's like, I guess she's really embracing being in America.
Okay, so she's like, I thought we were gonna be on a yacht.
And he's like, uh-huh, a who? A what?
She's trying to say yacht. She's like, I thought we were
Yeah.
gonna have private jets and a yacht. When did you think that, Jasmine?
Do you not know that Gino doesn't have any money? Do you not know
Did
that
he ever
yet?
put you on a private jet before that you would think it would happen again?
What has he done? What are the context clues, as Tracey likes to say?
Yes, that made you think that you would be on a private yacht
Yes.
and a private jet.
I took a screenshot
Yeah.
because you and we were talking again last week about how she was like a sugar baby or whatever.
Yeah. So they met on a dating site.
So someone wrote on Reddit, they're like, does the embassy know about Jasmine's passive sex work? Because apparently they're like turning people away from being on OnlyFans, like from coming to America. This is like this big thing.
Interesting. Okay.
So, and it's like, and then somebody said, did they suspect him of trying to traffic her? Which I don't think this is true, but so much airtime dedicated to the issue of whether Jasmine's visa will get approved or not. Curious what speculations are out there. If you want to voice something, go ahead. So a lot of people are like, yeah, half the people on the show used to be strippers or whatever, but they are able to get through. But now with people on OnlyFans, they're trying to say that they're quote unquote prostitution and they cannot come to America. But everyone on this thread is like, yeah, no, they met. It's like a known fact.
But they met on OnlyFans?
No, they met, I guess, because they're just trying to say she was a sex worker. Was she allowed in America?
But they met on like seeking arrangements, right?
Right.
But that's not
right. So I don't see why they don't have her here, but it's so
that's a dating site.
I think it's so crazy that they're doing that to people using OnlyFans. But I just wanted to bring that up because like apparently it's common knowledge, but they just don't, I guess they didn't talk about it on the show.
Yeah, but she's not on OnlyFans though, right?
But then someone said that Gino was supporting her OnlyFans. So it's like, is she on OnlyFans now? She might be on OnlyFans now. I don't know. I need to look into this further. I just saw this right before we podcasted.
All right. Well, she really loves him. She loves his shark nose. She loves his piranha teeth.
Yeah, I love his gills too.
I love his flipper and his fins.
This? What?
He said that her attitude and her jealousy has gotten worse since she's come to the United States.
Okay. I don't believe that. I think it's always been the same.
Well, don't worry. They're going to try to have a baby.
Right. Well, babies fix everything.
On the boat with the camera crew.
Yeah. She's like, I'll just lay down on the floor. And Gino's like, I don't think this is a good idea.
I know. And the camera crew's like, you know that there's no lifeboats, right?
Right.
Where
are we supposed to go?
We're just on a Cameroon.
Where are we supposed to go? Right. There's no downstairs. There's nothing.
There's nothing. They're like, do you have a private jet that could pick us up off of this lake?
No.
They can make an air landing?
I guess they're in Lake
landing?
Michigan or whatever. Yeah. I don't know.
Okay. Well, she asked him if he brought his blue pills because she's ovulating. And
she said he should take three.
So she doesn't want him to live through it.
Right. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, she's like, oh, no, baby, no Gino.
She's like, okay.
Well, because she's the sole heiress of his will now, probably.
She gets a dirty toilet.
Yum.
Okay. So now she remembered that she has 2 kids in Panama and she gets really sad about this.
Now she starts crying.
They have a lot of hope that they'll come there in 6 months.
Okay.
They have a regular amount of hope. They have little hope. So she's crying that she failed her kids. Yeah.
But when you lived in Panama, you didn't live with your kids.
No.
But now it's a problem. But then it wasn't a problem.
Right. That's fine.
Okay.
So she hasn't seen them in 4 months. It's like, yeah, you didn't have your visitation.
Right. That's
also,
all it is.
Does she have an appendix scar on her?
She has something, and I don't know what it is, but I think you're right. I think it's an appendix scar.
All right. So now they're going to be camping at a trailer park for their honeymoon. What is happening here?
I don't know. She said she thought they were going to go to Hawaii or LA. Again,
okay. What made you think that? Also, when you got in the car with a tent,
right?
Where did you think you were going to go?
Does Gino seem very LA to you, Jasmine? Not to me personally.
Or Hawaii?
Yeah, I don't think he seems very Hawaii.
He doesn't look like he drinks lychee martinis.
Definitely not. He doesn't. He would be like, "What's a lychee?"
All right. So they're going on this honeymoon to the trailer park with their dog.
Mhm. Cute.
Where was the dog when she was on the boat?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe with a producer. I don't know.
All right. Well, she gets to the trailer park and they say that this is the first honeymoon they've ever had.
Which I have to tell you surprises me.
Right. Because you're like, where do you think these
Yeah,
people go?
right.
So they show her the showers and she goes, I just got 3 vaginal infections looking at that shower. I'm like, yeah, go home. I
Yeah,
agree
why
with
are you
you
there? Yeah, why? But also, you agreed to go there.
Yes. So she sees the dirty lake and she
Mhm.
is scared because she doesn't want to croc dream. What did she say?
She said
She's trying
a
to say
Coco.
crocodile.
She said Coco Drive.
Coco Drive. That's
Yeah.
right, Coco Drive. And he's saying, "Oh, crocodile. There's mosquitoes, but you know what? They
Yeah.
want to make a baby."
But listen, she's willing to camp if he's willing to
Yeah.
smash.
But you know what? She
Hmm?
loves marshmallows. Who would have thought?
Okay, I have to tell you, I would not have thought.
She's like, "This is
She's
the
saying it
greatest
tastes
thing
like
ever."
corn. It's like, what?
You're
It's
right.
like you
It's
have
like eating
corn.
corn on the. She lit that marshmallow on fire
I
and chowed
know. She
down
was into that.
mid flame.
She was in.
All right. So she also wants a new house because his ex lived there. And then also because it's too small for their kids. It's because his ex lived there.
Oh, it's because it's excellent there. It has nothing to do with children.
Right. So she tells him to get a job, but he quit his job to be with her.
But she's like, I didn't ask you to do that.
Okay. But she's like, also, I might not be able to get pregnant. And his first marriage failed because the woman couldn't get
She
pregnant.
couldn't
Okay.
get pregnant.
I think this is actually very funny.
Why? What is funny about that?
Okay. Because I don't think Jasmine, it's like, was that an appendix scar surgery? Like, did you get your tubes tied? Like, Jasmine was pretty adamant about not having children 2 episodes ago.
Right.
And now she's like, you know what? Let's do it.
Because she knows that she can't
Yeah, either
probably.
that or she's on birth control or something.
I think she's on birth control.
Right. So she's like,
Mhm.
I mean, this is just like the perfect.
And it's also like, no offense to her, but it's almost like the only way she can get Gino to sleep with her is if they're trying to have a baby. Because this guy
Right.
has like no sex drive.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's kind of funny to me.
Yeah.
Because
I
I'm
guess I
like,
could
is
see
this
that.
part of the like this is part of her game?
Yeah. Because
All
she's
of a sudden,
like,
I mean, at the wedding, she's like, we're gonna try to have a baby right away. And it's like,
and in her mind, though,
you
it's like, well, we're living in his
cried.
ex's house.
Right. But also you have no money for another house. So you're gonna have
Right.
another baby, and then you're also trying to get your kids here.
Right. So then you're going to have 3 small children,
Well,
one with special needs.
you're gonna have no children. Let's get real. You're gonna have
No,
a
but
dog.
you know what I mean. It's like, come on. Yeah.
That's how I know it's a game.
I like that she's like, what did she say? The only person she's going to let boss her around is her dog.
Yes. I loved it.
Oh, she's funny.
She is pretty funny.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, I personally wouldn't be camping.
I mean,
I'd be
I
like,
would-
you know, do you want to have a honeymoon at home? We could have. Why don't we have a honeymoon? Let's do this fun activity called clean the bathroom.
I've done a lot of camping in my life. I'm not opposed to camping.
Okay.
It's not for you. It's not for Matt either.
No, it's not for me.
Yeah. I like to camp.
Okay. Well, I hope that you have
I
many
don't
camping
want to
trips
see
in your
Big Ed.
future.
I don't want to see Angela. I don't want to see
Well,
them.
Guess what? We're gonna.
But I'm not going to say that every week, guys. Don't worry. But I'm going to say it now. I don't want to see them.
Okay. Follow me at Trixie Tuzini on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. TraceyCarnazzo.com for all of my upcoming show dates. Noelle's at Noe Girl on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Follow the show at 90 Day Podcast on X and on Instagram.
On X.
Trash Talk Podcast on TikTok and TraceyCarnazzo.com, TraceyCarnazzo.com, TraceyCarnazzo.com. Bye.
Bye.